Green Bay hosts Washington, 2 playoff teams a season ago that expect to get back in 2021. It's the football team and the Packers. Next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively. They hold him to a gain of a couple. Those defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again, Heineke on 2nd and 10. That's Samuel, caught left side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there. They're holding him for a short game.
On play action, Heineke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Now we get a look at Aaron Rodgers as he gets set to lead this Green Bay Packer offense. Rodgers now in his 17th season in the league, and of course, coming off the MVP trophy. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
This is Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for Jones last week, 16 carries, 61 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And some room to maneuver. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Give him 30 yards there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. And this is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become a uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together.
There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Packers. Larry Fitzgerald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. first down throw for Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A look at the numbers for Thomas from a week ago. 3 catches, 60 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Double tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Heineke on 3rd and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Callaway, the return man. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates,
find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in there.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Blinks through the contact. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Running right, Jones. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision. Right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And the play fake, and now Heineke buying time to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Now Heineke. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Cobb to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in.
Fortunato.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
But, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Heineke. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Heineke. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
The give is to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The give to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Throwing is Rodgers. This one to the right.
Non ci credo.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Luna, come...
Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 11 now. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Now Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Matt Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal.
Now swing pass for Dillon. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are pouring it on. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. First down, Heineke. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
To throw is Heineke.
Open man is Samuel, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
To the air again, Heineke. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th. Having a conversion here on 3rd down.
Heineke now. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And they're indeed going. Here's Heineke. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And Crosby puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. He'll dump this down to Dillon. It's complete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Che tema?
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Fitzgerald's got it right side.
7 yards to pick up there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Heineke. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They're working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now Heineke on 4th down.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll throw again, Heineke.
Eccolo.
That nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Heineke. And a dangerous throw there as that's
non ci può arrivare il linebacker lì.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Isaac Yedden picks it. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And that throw behind his man. Incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. The kick by Crosby is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Callaway, the return man. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Come?
Following the interception, just any interception.
No, Alda, c'era laurea lì, poi voglio mettere quelli, poi mettiamo il diploma di Emanuela.
And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Picked up by corner Josh Norman. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, we might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Rodgers. And he finds Fitzgerald. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight end.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Heineke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Tressway now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. On the return comes Cobb. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 30. 75 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it?
Minimamente d'accordo con Steve. Nel senso che più è cambiata anche Rodgers, che Rodgers sta sbagliando tanti palloni facili. Ho giocato malissimo io, diciamo sopra pensiero, perché volevo provare un nuovo playbook. Trovo che comunque sia molto affrontato.
It's Jones, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move.
Non ho mai lanciato
No better way to close out a game.
Ho lanciato 2 bomboni. E ho notato, questo
keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one.
7 yards, the pickup there. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business.
That is caught by Kyle. That's a Packer touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Heineke. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Callaway, the return man. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Heineke to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Off the option, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Off the option, it's Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40, 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And now, as we have a potential turnover, they're going to take it. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked.
Esista un set di sliders con cui ti diverti contro la CPU come ti diverti contro Human. Il punto è che CPU vogliamo, sapendo che giocare contro CPU è differente, che tipo di CPU vogliamo fare? Io dico che queste sliders che abbiamo adesso ti permettono di vincere se ti impegni. Poi ci può stare la partita in cui la CPU fa il matto, ma ci sta pure la partita contro Human in cui non ne becchi mezza e perdi comunque, cioè, però nessuno pretende di poter creare delle sliders che siano perfette contro CPU e contro Human. Contro CPU è sempre è sempre una merda a giocare, perché non ci divertiamo, perché siamo abituati a giocare in 32 contro Human. Quest'anno dobbiamo fare così, speriamo che entrino persone, ma a fine anno si possono e si devono sicuramente discutere. Per me sono sfidanti, ma non sono imbattibili queste sliders, nel contesto, con la consapevolezza che devi giocare in maniera differente contro la CPU. Tutto qui. Dico le statistiche della mia partita. Aaron Rodgers ha completato 20 su 25, quindi ha completato l'80% dei passaggi, 4 touchdown, 0 int. Taylor Heineke ha completato 13 passaggi su 40 tentativi, il 32%, e ha tirato 4 intercetti. Quindi lì c'è la partita. Se tu c'hai la differenza la fanno i QB, come è anche giusto che sia. Poi c'è stato il fumble, le cose, a me mi hanno overturnato un touchdown, e chi se ne frega. Però ci può sta, nel senso, è chiaro che io ho giocato con un playbook nuovo, con tante differenze, e ecco il risultato. I Packers hanno giocato alla grande e hanno vinto, punto, ma non me la prendo con le sliders, cioè me la prendo con me stesso perché ho giocato con un playbook che non conoscevo e un QB che ha fatto una prestazione oscena.